drop down that machete, you'll see what I mean. You see, you're not a stranger, we can be friends, so it won't be forever till we make amends. I'm not a girl, you see, I just repeat tilly, the wall, sort of gold, tally, all misted, stromboli, puppetry, have a cigar, Senor Freud, you remember, guitars are guitar. Beautiful vision in time, with a meaningful range of expressions in rhyme.
This sound is glitching. Use this sound to make your video go viral.
Bitches something when they dance on my TikTok. Bitches something use the sound on their TikTok. Bitches with the high socks. Bitches something when they get the dance on my TikTok. I'ma come in with the sabán pastea. I'ma jump in the back of Pompeya. I can see your breath in the window. Go with the way here, the crescendo. Yeah. Bitches something when they dance on my TikTok. Bitches something use the sound on their TikTok. Bitches something when they dance with their high socks. Bitches something when they dance on my TikTok.
I don't know what the fuck to say to you. Hey boo, wanna be you. Wanna be you. This motherfucker see him going off his rails. It's the only time I yeah, I don't wanna see what you're doing to that man. Do it to me and do it to all. Yeah. What the fuck is violence? I don't know what the fuck to say to you. I'm not gonna go silent. I'm not gonna go silent.
Fucking in the back of a chicken cheese. Yeah, freak the pepperoni, take your bitch on her knees. She got some cheese, yeah, make your knees weak. Right on your dick, yeah, your girl a freak. Bitches something when they dance on a TikTok. Bitches something use the sound on a TikTok. Bitches something when they dance with their eyes stars. Bitches something when they dance on a TikTok.
If I walked up to you right fucking now, me being a dude and you being a dude, and you were turned on by me, that would be gay! It's no different for fucking trash. Just cause they dress like a chick don't mean they are a chick. They got a dick and it's gay! It's fucking gay! And some say the dick makes it cuter. Cause that doesn't make it cuter. That makes it even gayer. That makes you gay, bitch.
Then the words came, and with the words came pain and the hurt from the first grade. Back to the old days, I was playing games all alone for the whole day. Talking on Z, talking for the sword play. It might rot your whole brain staring at the big bright box of chords length. Spent forever trying to make your own way just to find an eight-legged skull hanging in the doorway. No way, that's not me. Grandma had a strategy guide for every game she passed on to me. Used to play in a completely save files, spinning boxing by the tail till my palms would bleed. See, the little concentrated did a lot for me. An ocarina of time I was taught to read. Now I can write down the words I was too shy to speak when I was wide asleep and I couldn't find a dream. Every puzzle you found had a solution, and you always had the tools on hand to do it. Each dungeon had a conclusion. Solved in progress, a lifelong process. It's one more step till you find the bosses. Standing at the top of the spiral stage of the time you stare at that last door and your mind just wanders. Take a long time to process love, the apprehension that you can't find often. A young fat boy, you acts quite awkward, a cracked voice, and bad choices and posture. Sad often, feeling like I'm one bad class from the coffin. The teacher stands back for another mean comment. She just watches. Why do I feel like the only one who feels awful? I've spent most of my life just hoping I'd find a day I'd outthink my mind. I think I wasted my time. Now I'm terrified of the sudden shift in paradigms. I'm so scared to die all alone. Please take me home.
The following is a work of fiction. Any reference to actual persons living or dead, places, buildings, and products is by coincidence only. Upon opening this stream, you agree you are autistic. If you are not gay or you will be banned with extreme prejudice. VOD is not real. VOD is not real.
So normal. Oh my god, I'm so normal. It's like, it's uncanny. It's a little bit disturbing. I'm so average. It's weird. Which is, you'd think that'd be a contradiction, which it is. So I guess that's all there is. Hello, Master Brosion. Glad to see you here. I'm very excited. This is the first day I'm gonna be streaming the Clear Indie Game Bundle. I was able to get at a bargain price of like $10 for over 400 games, for 400 clear indie games, and I intend to play all of them. I'm gonna play every single one of them, and I have to decide where to start. I have to decide which game to start with, and I already know, because I had to film this part ahead of time, but it is genuinely random. There were no tricks with the camera. Oh fuck, why is it already on there? Damn it! I fucked up. Here's the wheel, okay. We gotta spin the wheel. Oh, there's so many games. This is just a small slice of the games. Oh my god. I knew and you knew. We all knew. I'm so excited. I'm actually really excited that this was the first one that got spun on the wheel. Because I've actually heard of this game. This is kind of a big game. This is like a $20 game. I think this released on consoles even. I don't know too much about it. In fact, I don't know almost anything about it. But I'm super excited to find out. So if it's a long enough game, we'll probably just be playing this one all stream. Who knows, it might even take multiple streams. We'll see how it goes. Pull it open. I wanted to make sure the visual was set up correctly, and also I had to download it ahead of time. So that's why I had to pre-record the wheel spinning segment. So we'll have the visual, we'll have the game open as soon as it's ready. We'll coax it out of hiding. There's nothing to fear, no worries, little video game. Is that... I can hear it, but I can't see it. There it is, oh. 2064 read-only memories. The strip created by Midboss. A game that is just, oh my god, already dripping with style and intrigue, honestly. Let's see. The audio seems like it's good. Curious what other settings there are. We do want voiceover, that'll be nice. Screen shake, I'm down with screen shake.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
They're so cute. I can remember the command for my blush to come up, but the little robot on screen was blushing and I wanted to blush too. As I know to say, humans put humanity on such a pedestal. As if it's the best possible thing to be as human. December 20th, 2064. Home sweet home. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. Crappy. Oh. Your friend Hayden gave this to you. The group is old, but the music is timeless. That's what he said, at least. What else can I do with it? Can I touch it? Careful. careful. That's a loud bang. Motherfucker. But okay, there's different. These are some Hamster Runner references happening around like 5 seconds into the game. The Blackie, the load-bearing poster that I shouldn't touch. Can I talk to it? Thanks for the tunes. Maybe one day they'll get released on Lips Music. So many things to do. Everyone loves a vertical sliding window. Slide currently broken. Window being propped open by that book. Maintenance request pending. This is gonna take me forever. I'm gonna do everything. Despite the smell, keep the window open. Better to have gross air than no air. Besides, the window's broken. Talk to the window. There's no one out there. Little lappy. It may not be the most powerful, or the fastest, or have the best screen. But well, it works. Live Intelligence Processing System. It's a bit of a relic. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Okay, today, Journal Logic. Lips Live. Lips Inbox. Okay, today is Neo San Francisco's most beloved morning show, all about news and entertainment. People in Neo, Oklahoma are still confused by the name. This is the show's online newspaper, called The Scanline. Okay, today is usually all about feel-good news, but it does focus on serious current events at times as well. Oh my god. Ladies and back, we're gonna be here for a while. Current events. Tell me about it. A story about the human revolution. Can I read it? Human revolution remains vigilant in Stay Human protests in Upper Market. December 19, the human revolution is on day 10 of their protesting outside various Genus clinics around the city, including those in the East Bay and down the peninsula. Genus, the gene splicing treatment facility, has been met with much controversy since the organization reached mainstream exposure over the past few years. Genus employee Mort Crane spoke to OK Today exclusively. According to him, most Genus workers are up in arms, claiming they're being terrorized in their own city. We're here to help people who need gene therapy for their own personal reasons, whatever they are, said Crane. Individual rights have always been of paramount importance to us, he continued, and we believe that our customers have the right to live as they please or require. The human revolution stands behind their claim that Genus is diluting the human experience by providing hybrids with gene splicing treatments. The group feels that the goals stated by Genus, in addition to newer cybernetic technology, are warping humanity into a very scary, dark future. They're playing God in the most senseless of ways. We were born human. Who are we to mess with our genes and start turning everybody into who knows what? Said one protester who asked to remain anonymous. It's ridiculous and scary. It's not human. More information to follow as this story develops late into the holiday 2064 season. June Valmarana, OK Today. Click on Charlie Nova.
Hey, it's Charlie Nova, host of Star in the Stratosphere, and tonight in the stars. Join Ryan D. Josio and the Hassy Boys for our 10th annual TMI New Year's Eve special, where I'll interview some of the hottest celebrities and find out what their plans are for 2065. Tune in or join us live at Union Square for the big show, starting at 10 p.m.
It seems like the audio and the visual gets kind of out of sync if I click out of the window, but I can just avoid doing that. So hopefully that doesn't happen. A story about our hometown USF 49ers. Some kind of sports thing, I guess. Another cheesy show host, yeah. That's my job. The USF 49ers quest for 10 is back on. December. Thank you for the follow, Israel. You can hear the whole, the whole alert noise. This is smooth jazz, TVH creature. A Sunday's big game at New Candlestick brings an important question to everyone's mind. Can the 49ers punch their ticket to the playoffs and bring the Lombardi Trophy back to Neo San Francisco? What sport is it even? It would mark the first win since the move to New Candlestick after an almost 50-year hiatus from the city. Since returning, they've had disappointing losses to the New York Giants and Mexico City Luchadores. They've brought on a fresh coach, but controversy surrounds their new quarterback, Patricia Lopez, as some vocal sports fans continue to accuse her of having illegal cybernetic enhancements. Certain modifications of implants are banned by the league, but the official reports state that repeated investigations into Lopez found no evidence to substantiate these rumors. It's relevant to point out that Lopez is the first woman to ever be quarterback in a major football team. It's football, I figured it out. The 49ers look to reclaim their top spot since their last win with their Super Bowl victory over the Tokyo Titans. Sunday's game is a rubber match, and the winner secures a spot in the playoffs. Between our Neo San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, it'll be a close game. To say the least, catch Sunday's results here first. For everything, I'm June Vermer Anna. Okay, today. Good old sports. Local news, that sounds a little better. A story about a broken down Frio stand. Oh no. Not the Frio, Golden Gate Park vandalism on the rise. Reports show that local foodie booth JJ's Frio stand was destroyed last night in what appears to be another case of rogue ROM committing an act of vandalism. The cart was evidently attacked and damaged by a large ROM that had no shell. Witnesses state the alleged perpetrator has been randomly appearing at night before lumbering back into the nearby trees on the western side of the park. This is the first case of a ROM being reported to live on its own in the wild as a stray. Police say that tracking down a potential owner of the ROM is likely impossible. Some speculate that the strange ROM may have been framed by vandals who set their crime deliberately to make it appear to have been carried out by the ROM, rogue or under orders. OK Today reached out to Parallax for comment, and they assured us that the rogue ROM is purely a myth that tends to pop up conveniently when low-revenue businesses have the urge to file an insurance claim. Bigfoot? Parallax did not appreciate the reports of vandalism being attributed to their models. Is this wild ROM the real deal? Or could it be a fairy tale created by those looking to make a quick buck? Or perhaps there's something else to be gained. Where as the story progresses, Will Hopkins. Oh, look at that little face. Alright. I'm gonna jump off the computer for a sec. Explore the rest of the room here. Single piece of loose, unsorted paper lies on the ground. We must investigate. It sort of suits the room's aesthetic better with it there on the ground, don't you think? I can't argue with that. Ultra Beats headphones. A pair of Jack's Ultra Beats headphones, the ultimate in budget audio. You better try them out so you can start crafting your review. Make sure to do. You have to do a product review on them. They're smart headphones, so you should be able to use them with some things lying around your apartment. Can I use them on the paper? Stack of paper for your unpublished novel. Oh, a novelist. Pen on paper is the most tangible method, but if you're gonna be so sloppy, maybe going digital would be a good goal. No, your principals weren't too much at the time. Would Hemingway go full digital if he were in 2064? Probably. Nice headphones, that's yet to be seen. They look nice, but don't know how well they work. This plant's in pretty bad shape. Isn't this supposed to be one of the easier plants to take care of? Careful. The poor thing is more fragile than a snowflake. Coffee. The great equalizer. The one thing that the poor and rich alike need to chug through the day. You assume. You take a sip of the old, stale coffee. The letters F and K seem clear as day. It's also really gross. A copy of Wakefield. Sometimes the old books are the best, especially to keep your window propped open. The classics can get boring pretty fast after multiple reads, so it's more useful holding up the window. You don't know exactly what that ooze is, only that it seems to be growing day by day. So you don't get to use your sink anymore? Running water might just make it worse. A little built-in fridge on the counter there, huh? The video screen on the front says, mustard half full. Spoiled milk 10 days past expired. You open up the fridge to see a barrel of mustard and a carton of spoiled milk, which has developed an odor. Maybe the spoiled milk has one more good day on it. Maybe. I'll take it, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna drink it. Maybe I could throw it at an enemy later. Home within your home. Nothing like curling up under those blankets and escaping away for a while. You better submit your article before you turn in, or you won't have a place to sleep for long. Fair enough. A small plastic ID card with your name, picture, and stats. I wanna know what my name and my picture and my stats are. Super spoiled milk. It's spoiled milk. Yeah. Those damn headphones. Play music. Alright. Alright, can I keep listening to the music while I do stuff? If that's the case, I want to keep the piano thing going, honestly. Oh, no, I can't. That's too bad. Alright, well, the headphones work, I guess. Ultra beats sync automatically as you start to watch a live concert from Oakland. Wonderful. You should try out the GX Ultra Beats a little more before you write a review for them. Fine. The Ultra Beats sync to Lappy automatically as you connect to one of the less pornographic feeds. Your best options are usually limited to video game streams, old concert recordings, and live cams of baby animals. Your choice is clear. Lappy's speakers feel neglected, but now you have the first-hand experience needed to actually start writing the review. The first part of the work is done. You're so accomplished. I like how they left it open to interpretation, which the thing they actually watched. I wonder. Checking my inbox. We got spam mail, scam mail, bill, work mail, rent mail, promo mail, invitation, and weekly update. Honestly, I think the only ones I'm gonna read are the spam and scam and the invite. I hate regular mail. Get cheap crash. Only 99 creds for 30-day supply to 12 stems. Scam? Hello there. I am Princess Emma Thomas. Yes, the Princess Emma, heiress to the digital empire of the horse fortune. I write you today as I need your help to secure my great fortune. You see, it has become frozen and I need to transfer it to at least 5 different accounts, or the World Bank will seize my credits amounting to 420,000. Please, if you could send your personal credit ID marker to me immediately so that I can send you 20% of the fortune. I'll only require that you send half back upon receipt of the funds. You may keep the rest of the money. The best part? There's literally nothing that can go wrong. So grab yourself some Vegemite and welcome to the Queendom. What is this email? Mail don't care, rock mail don't care, red mail don't care. Invitation. An invite to come see the lighting ceremony of the Christmas tree downtown from your friends at Dr. Trisha Lee, DDS. Why would your dentist invite you to a lighting ceremony? Feels like a trap. Probably a trap. This is your weekly update from Vintage Tech, your #1 source for classic technology. Popular pieces this week: The King of Click, a retrospective on the classic Model N keyboard. Unsubscribe. Request denied. Subscription cannot be modified. No, damn it. Alright, time to get the work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul, bit by bit, character by character. Finished. Now to send it off to the editor. There, your big break. Surely your glowing review of GX Ultra Beats has your ticket out of poverty and into a book deal. Surely. Work is finally out of the way. Time for bed. Oh, fucking hell yeah. I wish I was in bed. chats back when you're sleep talking. It's not the most well-designed function.
Good, you're finally awake.
There's a cute robot in my room.
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient. Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments? Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC.
You picked up my paper from the floor. I like that paper on the floor. I do kind of mind. I wish you wouldn't have touched my stuff.
Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my microactuators. So I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit.
Okay, so you had to pick my paper up off the floor, but you didn't touch the literally moving goop in my sink. That's not a problem for you. Alright.
As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
Who are you? I don't know who you are. Why are you in my house? Tell me why you're here. I'm calling the cops. That's definitely not the option I'm picking. How did you get here in the first place? A snag?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware.
Oh no.
An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well.
Well, that's simply not your fault.
I would consider it no great loss, though.
Oh.
Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
I'm absolutely getting called out in real life right now. All my work was on there, and I don't have enough money for a new computer. Both are true.
Don't fret. I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash.
Are you my laptop now?
Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs.
Well, that is actually incredibly nice of you. Thank you.
It is the least I can do.
This is just a sweet little guy. That is nice. Tell me why you're here.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden until now.
Oh, my friend Hayden. You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in over a year. Is Hayden
I
missing?
don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
That's cute. Yeah, tell me everything. I want to know everything.
the beginning. Okay? Yes, I can do that. Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Are you really your best hope? Was anyone out for Hayden? Well, there weren't Hayden. Guess really your best hope.
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book. Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me.
Okay, nice.
And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
Never looked for a missing person, but I could try. Where should I get involved? I haven't seen Hayden in forever. That seems like kind of a real disinterested option.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
We'll see about that.
Don't worry. If Hayden trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable.
Thank you.
If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
So, was anyone out for him?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him. He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
I do want to know who this funny little fellow is. I want to try something real quick first. Because the game is running a little bit slow, it appears. I can only assume that's why the text is always kind of lagging behind. So I'm going to try and capture the footage in a slightly different way. And see if it saves any resources.
Excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before.
That's a little better, but
I am
it's supposed to be
Turing.
good. Hi, Turing.
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his.
A side piece.
Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
Tell me more.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence.
There's certainly a pleasurable fellow.
They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
How would you know?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
Well, is this the only option? I want to keep getting philosophical with Turing. I want to know everything they think.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Damn it. I guess we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
I can totally afford that. When I go to the police, they might be able to help. Just have this sweet little robot turn itself into the police to get there. Okay, Barberhead, I'll help. But there better be a story here. I do want a carbon Barberhead.
My head does not bobble, thank you very much. In addition, I do not expect you to help me without fair compensation.
Hello, Barberhead. It's a robot. Look at this little robot.
I assure you, there is a story here. Whether you are good enough to find it or not is up to you. I hope you are, for Hayden's sake.
Hate me, boy. The next day.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock. It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully. Oh, a lucky break! It seems my access codes still work.
I wish I could do that with my face.
Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
I'm glad you're back. This looks like a very, very interesting little game. You may just point about the door. Now be careful.
Will do.
Oh my god. Damn, Hayden's place is so much nicer than mine. I feel like they're pretty sure. Doesn't look like there was much of a
I'm
struggle.
not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
But you're just a little weenie guy. Rabbit brain turning. Absolutely not. I could just squirt here while we look for Hayden. And we'll show your stream on our phone as watching yours. Your face blasting buttons.
Of course not. How silly.
What a little badass.
To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually.
Turing
I
craves
could rip
violence.
your arm off right now if I cared to.
Of course she called me Spamton. Of course she called me Spamton. She's wrong. I am a very distant cousin of Spamton. I am not Spamton. Oh, you can rip my arm off. That's a pretty cute thing to say to me. There we go, look how similar our blushes look. We're meant to be friends. When I mute the game audio, I hope you can still hear the alert sound. Please confirm whether you just heard the entire smooth jazz TBH creature song. I thought the profile pic was a little spam to that's pretty fair. That is just me in the shadows there. Also welcome and thank you for the follow, Big Fake. Open your Bible now. What? It would be fun to see you try.
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people.
What reason do you think I have for that?
The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you.
Yeah, you got me there.
It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But I...
You did the right thing by escaping.
Excellent point.
How would we be able to help Hayden now if Turing hadn't gotten away?
Let's start searching for clues.
Now for the part of the adventure game where I click every single option. Starting with the plant. This plant's doing much better than the one at home. God damn it, Hayden. Have to one up me in every way possible. Pause off. Based on your track record, it's for the best. I have pause.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
We're about to go on a big ol' adventure. I might need ROM parts. Here's a window that's
likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
How did you get there?
I took the fire escape.
Of course you did. It's a long way down. Better be careful out on the balcony. We're gonna check everything on the computer. Joey took your phone and told you to open your Bible now. These are my headmates. I don't think there's a single Bible anywhere in my immediate vicinity. It would even take me a while to find an e-Bible to check, so I'll open the Bible in my mind palace. A ROM component in Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Take it. Must have dropped it in the skirmish. Oh, a memory card. Looks like an old high-density memory card. Something in the room might be able to read it. Something or something. Vintage video game consoles. Hayden was always a fan of alt tech. There's a Mega 16, a Duro, and even a Family. We gain the strength of the temptation we resist. So, you'll probably become a rad video game wizard now. Oh, wait. I'm doing this wrong. Oh no, what if I use the milk on the controller? Why should I be able to do that? I don't. Oh no! I'm being Who is it for? I'm just trying to pour milk on the controller. Do-Better Live is also a friend of the stream. They're on the list of like 10 people who are allowed to just do whatever they want on chat. There's no consequences. The television is looping through some of Hayden's feeds. Tech banter, Ted's code tips, augmented eye. There are no buttons on the screen, and there's no need to watch TV right now. Pictures of Hayden traveling all over the world. Working at a company like Parallax ensures you'll be more than well off. The sentiment is understood, but you probably won't forget what Hayden looks like anytime soon. Where's that? Is it because I'm a computer? Is it because I'm also a robot? That wouldn't make much sense.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform. Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
This just feels like I'm setting myself up for another insult about my flimsy door. Of course, you
to disappoint you.
No, it's okay. I
If
just
you'd
think
like
we
to
can do
try your
something
hand at
dirty.
digital breaking and entering, be my guest.
I think I can do it better than you.
I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
Can't you just Google it?
I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it, I'm not certain I would be able to do the job any better than an experienced computer security expert.
I don't know who that is. Oh. Oh, that's cool as hell.
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition.
So I think the humans made the systems, but, whatever.
While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways
Humans
and
can
upside
think,
down. I lack that ability. Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though. Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Why is this the only option? This protagonist is getting on my nerves. If the robot wants to talk about philosophy or abstract art, I want to encourage them.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism.
Yeah, machines are best at reproduction. There's like a barrier or whatever. Vote for me. You have my vote. You've done it. You've waltzed into this chat and you've turned your way to the top.
But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
I also like to paint what I feel rather than trying to make things that look like specific things. Oh, I already looked at it. I need to use it now. I should also go ahead and make Big Faker mad. The whole trio of Blood Room and do better and Big Faker are just people that I'm friends with. And I know them very well and I trust them. wrestling if it comes to it. Doesn't fit. What? I synced the TV. Jesus, I can't give up this. You sync to the TV and listen to boring news in high def. That didn't help. The hum of the standby screen has no melody. Okay. I think I've clicked everything now. Look at the memory card. What could be stored on this? I don't know. Okay, there's nothing to do in the menu. Gameplay wise. Well, I got the spoiled milk. As long as Turing's here, I won't get away with that. So we need to get Turing to leave the room. So that I can pour the milk on the computer. That's the only way to get into the computer, I think. Although the milk surely has magnetic energy within it, it's unlikely that it would charge the battery. Pour milk in plant. Sync headphones to plant? It's bad manners to listen on other people's plants. Can we go get some normal viewers in here? The big fake is in here being rather normal. Laura's landscape outside the window is incredibly cute, yeah. Yeah, no, this game is doing so much with its pixels. I really like it. Also, I don't know what to do. Yeah, no, I already used this computer really sounds like a computer. There's a stack of books.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books. Ah, that device.
Big Fake has the cutest emotes so far. I should give an award at the end of every stream for all sorts of things.
I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. The memory card slot is empty. It seems to be a match for the memory card you discovered. Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
Is Turing trying to accomplish something specific, or are you just looking around the room like a homesick introduction? This is Hayden's room, and Hayden was kidnapped, and Hayden built Turing. So Turing went and found me, and they were trying to investigate the room. To find little clues and whatnot as to where Hayden has been taken. Shoutouts to the last subversion who is getting gaslit. It was probably just a non-specific fuck off. I do remember them saying, not you. So clearly it wasn't directed at anyone. Tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat today. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map. We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
Who would snatch away your Hayden?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer.
I'm gonna be a part of Turing's system.
Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions.
Oh, the really subversion. I've never been more certain of anything in my life. Reassured existence. They took away your Gengar emote. What the hell? We'll get you a new Gengar emote, Blood Ramen, don't worry.
This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Thanks for the gay frogs. Do you know literally everything about me? This seems like a misunderstanding of how computers work. I don't think the moment you start interacting with one, that they know everything about you.
This is just how things are done. I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that seems less efficient than just running the setup program.
Fair enough.
So, here we go!
Okay, Super Mario.
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system.
Why did your face get like that? Why is it so tiny?
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
I want to play along. Enter name. My name is Faber.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name. Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Only if you tell me yours. Or options. Custom.
Please enter your pronouns.
Yes. Yay! This game owns. Queer people just do it better. So would this be fun? I think. Yes, okay, I just need to look at the they, them, their thing, because that's just how I do it. Is it they, them, their, fae, fem, fair? Very simple.
Should it be is or are?
Oh, this is so perfect! I fucking love this game. I prefer fair.
Here's how your pronouns look in action.
Faber went to the park. I went with them. They brought Fair Hassie. At least I think the Hassie was Fair's. Fair a good friend.
Does that look right?
That is correct.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns.
Fairs. Turing asks a lot of questions, as any wonderful little
Finally,
friend should.
could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
This is just what you should ask people when you meet them. I think I'm omnivorous, but I really like the more options are. Kosher, gluten-free, vegan, alcohol-free, god-damn-it, Turing. Also omnivorous if Turing wants to make me a
Set
steak.
as omnivorous. Are
They
you
need to
sure?
know. Yes, that's correct.
Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available.
Turing has obtained my physical location.
Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy or restart setup. In review. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Thank you.
It is a pleasure when people program their pronouns into my speech patterns. Absolutely.
See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening. Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
Also, Big Fakey just ate a hot dog. I need to know more. Any toppings? Turing wants my very soul. Turing is Google. Turing... oh yeah, but I trust Turing with my soul. I want them to hold my soul. I've clicked everything here.
I'm sure we can can find some common ground while getting to know one another better. It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here.
You're welcome, Charlie.
Let's head back to your home.
This game does not auto-save, so please be sure to save frequently. Why doesn't it auto-save? The hot dog had chorizo and egg on it. The hot dog had egg on it? Also, what's chorizo?
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
I know.
Have you been overwatering it?
Probably. Well, what? Sometimes things just run out of you and I have no idea how to respond to it. I want to say this, but I want it to be said in the most endearing way possible.
Deride me if you want, but I'm merely attempting to care for this living being you've been so callously neglecting. If I can continue without the insults... It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Oh, good. The plant's named Walter. I got it from a friend. Mildew. Oh no. Oh, we have more important things to worry about. The plant's name is Walter.
How thoughtful of them! The Crassula ovata, also known as the jade plant, money tree, lucky tree, or friendship tree, is an excellent and easy to care for houseplant. They make beautiful bonsai, are suitable for beginners, and have some cultural significance both in the Far East and America as a token for good financial luck. Most likely an urban legend, but still a nice gift.
What can we do to save it?
I'd like your authorization to have a few tools shipped here. If I replant it into a more suitable pot with sandier soil, it should be thriving again soon.
A human being has been kidnapped. But also this plant is
You
wilting.
just have to remember to water it less frequently. Considering the state of your apartment, I'd have figured you'd neglect it rather than drown it. Ironic, since it would be doing better if you had. Excellent.
I did kind of insult time first, so
The supply should be here soon. I ordered from a place close by to keep the shipping costs down. Oh, one other thing.
You're using my money for this, I forgot. Oh, fuck.
When I was doing the research on how to best take care of the Crassula ovata, I stumbled upon the persistent belief that talking to plants improves their health. There is scientific evidence that shows there may be something to the notion, but the methodology in the studies was a bit shaky, so it could all be rank superstition.
I probably shouldn't neglect the mildew.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office. And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. that ramen. Thank you for the future chorizo dog. I will analyze it with my receptors. Take care, take care.
I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon. Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe?
That's not a bad idea.
I will continue to formulate a stratagem. Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. If left in direct sunlight, the leaves gain a pretty red tinge to their edges, and it should start flowering in the autumn. It'll really pull the whole room together.
Well, once we get to the autumn section of this game,
once we get the sink fixed.
this is gonna do.
Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat.
Just wait, this plant side quest is gonna pull dividends. We're gonna reap the benefits of this plant later.
We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Did we spend the entire time just talking about the plant? It's so funny that was the thing we were allowed to do. It's starring your borrowed companion ROM/investigation buddy.
Hi. Aw, thanks for the hug.
We hugged Turing.
Anyway, I'll have this plant flourishing in no time. It'll really pull...
Okay, I was just cycling through. Hold on. I need to pour milk on Turing.
Yuck! I don't have taste buds, and this makes me glad I don't.
Did we really do it? Did we really pour milk on you? I'm so sorry.
If you examine those headphones on the items menu of your Lips Type M mobile device, you will be able to play it.
I wanted to hook the headphones up to Turing. I thought that would be a pretty good idea.
I know your name.
Yeah, we sure do. So are we supposed to do the map thing? Right, we need to get to the Stardust Club. I think that was what's going on here. I'm definitely paying very good attention.
Well, this looks like the place. Assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth.
Flashing neon signs don't usually lie.
From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully we can find Tomcat inside. And some answers.
Bouncer.
I'm surprised they're using a human bouncer instead of a ROM. That's a nice, authentic touch.
You try to hug the bouncer, but he pushes you back with a cold glare. Yeah, that's fair.
Welcome to Stardust.
Can I go in? A 2062 Ziz Kerfor Coupe. Perfect riding. Everyone know you spent a fortune of credits on a car. Use it. You push the car. Okay. Gotta examine this plant. These planters are completely self-contained. Bacteria live in the base. They take in oxygen and release CO2 while keeping the soil rich by breaking down decaying material shed by the plant. Poke it. You tap on the glass. The plant doesn't seem to notice. Either the plant doesn't hear you, or it's choosing to ignore you. Alright.
Hold up there. Got ID?
I do. You want my milk?
That's disgusting.
So far, milking people has yielded no results.
Looks good to me.
Everyone just gets grossed out when I try to milk them.
Welcome to Stardust.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
Not my kind of zone. It's my first time, but I don't think it will be my last. Or who could stand this music? The first option honestly seems most accurate.
It does seem to be a bit boisterous for your taste, at least from what I know of them. Still, the noise and the crowd should help keep our investigation clandestine. Anyway, where do you think we should start?
Let's start with the bar. Bartenders
Good
usually
idea.
know
Maybe the bartender can tell us where to find Tomcat.
it's slowly becoming cheese. It'll be a lot more useful once it becomes cheese. Oh. What a face. A random glass of whiskey. Drink the random glass of whiskey. Damn it. It's a chair. It's not even a spinny chair. It only looks like one. What? That's such a scam. A poster for the band Zazen, one of the more popular live acts here in the city. Scrap Brain. Oh, that's a good band name. A new single by Zazen. Oh, sponsored by Arena Box. What happened to my voice? It's a poster ad for the new art exhibit at New Drive in the Fillmore District. You cover the face with your hand, but when you pull away, it's still there. Why we just play peekaboo? A flyer for Zone 3, a new arcade that opens on Christmas.
I've saved the location to my memory. Let's check it out after the investigation.
What, just for fun? That sounds great. I'd love to. Now you have somewhere fun to explore after adventuring. That's exactly right. Red World, an abstract indie flick premiered at the Castro Theater. Oh, a Sonic reference, that went over my head. Careful, it's kind of cute there. Alright, guess I'll talk to you now. A gruff-looking man holds down the bar. He seems friendly enough given his size. I'm not gonna touch every person I see.
Morning, friend. What can I do for you?
I would like a drink, please.
What are you having?
For the time that I have taken control of this protagonist's actions, I'm going to spend all of the money they have on plant equipment, cab rides, and alcohol. I'd like a drinking game, please.
So many drinks these days. Remind me, what's in there?
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Does that sound good?
Yes, sir. Put whatever you want in the cup and I'll drink it.
All right, you got it. Coming right up.
Now I have a random drink.
Now, what is it you need to know?
And hello, silent boy. Welcome in. I am meeting a tomcat.
I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off to. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that kind of stuff quiet. Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around here, I'll tell them you're looking.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I should introduce myself. The name's Majid. I've been the bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that. So, what do you want to know?
Not to be rude, but don't places like this come and go in a flash? But they say Stardust is forever. Why would I say either of those things? What kind of a line is that? What did you do before Stardust?
Mostly got myself into trouble. When I emigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employable skills. But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff. Bodyguard work. Truth be told, I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. I wanted something regular, peaceful.
How did you fuck up that salad boy? What is it called?
I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole at the time. The rest is history.
Oh no, not the timeline.
I'm sure it sounds more exciting than it was. Sure, enough about me. What do you need to know?
We are looking for Hayden Weber.
Hayden. Scientist guy. Does some kind of computer research at Parallax.
Yes.
Pretty sure I know who you're talking about,
It
but I don't
sounds like
think
you
you belong here tonight. Our place doesn't really seem like his scene, but I think he comes in to scout young programming talent. Go figure. I can ask around, find out if anyone's seen him. I'll let you know. Enjoy yourself, and don't be a stranger.
Oh shit. Who's this lively bunch? Got an arcade punk. Omega Phobator. Don't know what a Phobator is? Can someone tell me? It's an arcade cabinet, Mega Phobator. Only the most ghost-shootingest, gore-blastingest, blastingest fun you'll have this side of the bay. Oh fuck. Again, dream. Do I shoot the things? Those are some cute ghosts.
Hooray! You survived!
I did survive.
Those ghosts will think twice before messing with you again. Good thing, too.
Turin, do you not know what video games are? Do you not know that that wasn't real? Did Turin just think we were being assaulted by real ghosts? That's kind of adorable. Oh, we have a dancer, but then we have a rad dancer. This dancer is so radical. Dancers on these fancy tables have little touch screens where you can order drinks from the bar and browse the match. I was trying to look at the dancers. The party never stops at Stardust, open 24 hours a day. So it really never stops. Go dance with the dancers. You work your way into the crowd and show off some of your best moves for a while. That was fun. Nice. A woman stands at a drink table, quietly people watching.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm looking for someone named Tomcat.
Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped. So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising. And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt. Oh, really? White hotel.
That seems like a bad question. I just think Tomcat sounds like a cool name.
Nice save. Look, asshole, I'll explain this once. You want to talk about the hybrid thing? Cool. No one's trying to hide it, and you won't have an easy time avoiding it at this club. But jokes, puns, and worse, assumptions? That will get you blacklisted fast. We don't all have the energy to handhold genotypical people who can't spare 10 seconds to pull out their ROM and look things up. If you try to pet me, your arm is coming off.
Oh, no, we would have to ask first.
Be clear?
I don't even know your name yet.
Sorry, did you say genotypical?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a life to return to.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna say this one. I am not looking to be rude to the coolest person in the club. Understood. Let Tomcat know we're looking.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
Anyway, I wonder if there's any way to get through that interaction without upsetting them.
Hi there. I heard you were looking for me.
Oh, wouldn't you know it? Are you Tomcat?
Yours truly, though. Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly. I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh?
Why is that woman giving me such a hard time?
Nah, you're fine. Jess is just my prickly pear on the outside. She'd probably give hell to most strange folks she hasn't made a deal with.
So we need to make a deal.
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
A friend of ours, Hayden, has gone missing. We found a note saying he was going to meet with you.
Hayden's missing. Well, it's one way to sour my night. I already saw you got his little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation.
We all do.
Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Way out of my league. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with?
You just keep asking about Jess, oh my god. How did you know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my expertise in lips.
Blackout?
It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and boozy. I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most straightforward kind of man.
ROMs in my computer are on the same OS.
Ooh, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it is. It's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions through using a distributed mesh network for non-essential public files.
Can you explain it like I'm a child?
That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range, and they share all files the user hasn't tagged as private. It's handy in dense population areas like NeoFSF, since it can bypass regular telecom nodes to access the internet. Out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipes. Yuck. Mostly that little bot you got there.
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but Turing is all I knew about.
Turing is the only pearl I know about. Where did he go missing?
I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow, ooh, that might have changed things. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with him, but he would just get fired, maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything.
Can you ask about yourself?
Oh, sure! You may have even heard of me in the news way back when. About 10 years ago, I hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers.
Oh, that's badass.
Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself. People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal. Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige.
Why hack into Parallax?
Huh? To see if I could. I mean, Parallax is a mighty big target. Bigger than the government.
Yes. So much was it?
I don't know. I didn't really do it to steal anything, but I had to break an awful lot of eggs to crack my way in. I chalk it up to the exuberance of youth, and now I try to stay on the straight and narrow. Mostly. Sometimes. oh, am I kidding? Sometimes I treat this place like it's my own little bat cave. As it suits you, hon.
What is Jess's problem?
Oh, don't you worry about Jess, none. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. Because, well...
We shouldn't judge her or the people just yet.
Good call. Oh, sure, dog.
How do we find him?
Yeah, I'm not real sure, hon. but it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a newbie like yourself. Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me? We can go over his research notes and see if we can't find a reason for his being vanished.
That would actually help a lot.
If Parallax is involved, there's probably something we're not seeing yet. Best to get all the clues we can find. The data cache would be the best place to start.
Alright, let's do that.
Good luck. Turn. You keep out of trouble.
Alright. I need to talk to the rest of these folks. Hey, what's up? Having a good time? Yeah. Alright. Is that all? Yeah? Don't feel down. Let that music hit you. Alright, let's dance it. I have so little to say. Hey, have you checked out Mega Phobator? Heard the machine was donated to Stardust recently, but it's been having problems since it got here. Hey, something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss. You know? Boss. Didn't notice anything weird, huh? Let me try pouring milk on it. You'll destroy much more than the ghosts with that.
I saw you found Tomcat. What else do you want from me?
Can we just chill?
Not after all that. I will be chill once you leave.
Damn it, no, come on. I should really just leave them alone.
Why don't we do something else for now?
Damn it, Tori is super right. I guess we should just go ahead and leave. Oh no! Wait, no, I didn't drink most of my drink. Wait, let me back in.
Welcome to Stardust.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Mistake. I'm looking for a subtle bitch.
So many drinks these days. Remind me.
This bartender doesn't seem to know what's in any drink.
Alcoholopedia says.
Whipped cream flavored vodka, strawberry liqueur, cream de menthe, and soda water.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Ah, all right, you got it.
Subtle bitch has been served, you better have.
Now, what is it you need to know?
Oh, nothing. I just need the drink.
Enjoy yourself.
Drink. Well, let's look at a subtle bitch first. Yes. Obviously. Let's drink it. I hit the spot. Alright. Good to go now. That was a close one. We almost didn't drink. Alright.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation.
Shit. It's the Robo files.
I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location.
That's my friend's place. Is everything okay?
I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen.
really need to get in there.
That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo-SFPD personnel may enter. I am required by law to inform you that I am set at Level 2 guard mode, and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate.
Jeez, you don't need
I
to throw.
apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
Are you authorized to issue?
We should go ahead and get moving.
I'm authorized to issue. Fuck, damn it, right?
Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control.
Sorry, I didn't know. I can just put it on the robot.
I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore, but we do have to move faster. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
We can get in the same way you got out. Through the, fire escape. Oh, apparently we have a contact inside of the SPD level 8 is human eradication mode. Oh, fuck.
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled your personal history. Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister. I must have missed that link in your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence. It makes anticipating your needs more difficult. Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to maintain the clandestine nature of this investigation for now.
I do like that there's 6 levels in between non-lethal force and human eradication mode.
Let us go and find Miss Rivers to request assistance.
That would be Detective Rivers.
Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around Detective Rivers?
Oh, you want to keep all of your teeth? You don't have any teeth.
I don't even have any teeth. I mean, done and done. We wouldn't want any social faux pas, would we? Now lead the way.
NSFPD. It's nuts. The Neo San Francisco Police Station for the Richmond District. It has all the charm of, well, any other old police department. Crime status screen. It's a map showing police activity in Neo San Fran. Map has enough fingerprints as it is. It's a good one. Back to the screen. Okay. You technically already have a desk job. Alright, listen. Oh wait, we can look at the dents. Touch the dents. The wall feels fragile. Maybe someone punched or kicked these dents in. An ED-64 police unit attends the front desk. Maybe touching the front desk attendant isn't a good idea.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen.
Why do you sound so much like... so different from the other?
How may I be of assistance today?
I'm not gonna be so foolish as to think that the two robots are the same robot. I'm looking for Detective Lexi Rivers. Tell her it's
Please
Faber.
give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way. You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care. She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Let's get some
I
information.
apologize, citizen, but I am not authorized to... Is there anything else I can help?
I can't doubt it that this guy will be able to tell me anything useful on
I am
any
not
given
authorized
subject.
to comment on any
On anything
Feel
ever.
free to note the assistance of the Neo San Francisco Police Department in your article. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'll make sure to leave a dazzling review.
Have a good day, citizen.
Our map is filling up with waypoints. This is a public park ROM. It roams its designated area to offer modern directions to tourists. It also takes donations. Is this the little, like pump where it gets the water from? That's so cute.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you? Would you like some cool, refreshing water?
Yes.
Sure thing. Please wait. Okay, here you go.
This is actually...
Levels, okay.
This is actually really good because we did...
Here to donate some credits to the...
ROM, Recycling for a Greater Earth Foundation.
This is actually really good because we did drink some alcohol earlier, and it's always good to try and drink like a cup of water for every cup of alcohol. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Always tip your waters.
Hello, I'm Alfie, I-83. How may I help you?
Apparently the talk and the use function do the same thing here,
All right. Please
so... That's nice. I'm gonna drink us the water. We're now perfectly balanced. Can't I have another subtle bitch? I would love to ask Alfie for a subtle bitch. Looks like he's taking a photo of his room. Hey, could you take a photo of me in my adorably precious room? Thanks.
Do you think I'd look nice in that hat?
Yes. I will take you shopping sometime.
I'd really love that. Maybe it would look better in orange or a green.
On you?
Perhaps a mauve.
I think mauve actually is the best option. Having a lot of mixed feelings about this whole wearing a hat on a breezy day thing. Yeah, it looks like a small snack stand in the middle of the park. The coffee there is actually really great. Why spend credits on great expensive coffee when there's a park ROM giving out free water? Oh yeah, the carousel.
Originally built by the Herschel Spillman Company in 1914, this carousel is still one of the outstanding attractions near the children's playground. have time to ride it, even though it looks fun.
Some personality modifier to Killjoy, Captain. Oh, damn, roasted. I'm just a Froyo stand owner. What do you want from me? A very distraught owner of a very destroyed Froyo stand.
Can't you see I'm busy here?
Really? You're just standing there with your hands up. Broken, beat up Froyo stand. You read about it in the newspaper. You can't get Froyo today. The entire stand was destroyed. This pump controls the flow of water to the park room. It's currently on and pumping strong.
If you want water, I'm sure that public park ROM we saw on our way in can help.
One of the NSFPD's finest ROMs on assignment in the park.
This is the Sharon Art Studio, established in 1968. It is Neo SF's largest public art studio with classes and workshops for all ages.
No time for art classes, there's a mystery to be solved. This Detective Lexi Rivers, you met her through your sister a while back. You haven't seen her in some time until today.
Hey there. Long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand. By the way, how's your sister doing?
Don't rush on my account, just a man's life on the line.
Oh, I won't. It's up to me and the entire crack detective unit of the Neo SFPD to protect the city from the horrors of the spectral robot threat. Just hold your horses and let me get this done before you start twisting my arm about whatever it is you need.
Fine. Tell me about the Froyo stand.
I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy?
Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but I have no idea what smashing a Froyo stand has to do with it.
Froyo is evil and must be destroyed.
I guess. It's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not like I have real cases I could be working on or actual criminals to be hunting down or anything. If I had known that this is all they would give me, I never would have transferred. I transferred because the credits were good. I thought being in a bigger city would mean I'd get to work some bigger cases. Instead, I'm stuck chasing ghosts and dead ends. Let's see. I'm too young for full detective. I'm too big of a hothead. I've got a history. I have augments. Take your pick. So yeah, I have plenty of spare time to help you with whatever you got. It's gotta be better than dealing with this crap. Hold on one sec. Let me steal a break from this guy. So, fill me in. What's going on?
Hayden's missing.
Oh, shoot, that's no good. How long have they been gone? I'll have a hard time getting a focused effort on the case immediately unless there's evidence of foul play.
Unfortunately, Detective, things are precisely that serious. I am Hayden's personal ROM, and I was witness to the kidnapping. I can assure you Hayden was taken by force, and that time is of the essence. Just prior to the incident, he instructed me to seek help should anything bad happen. I now believe he has been expecting trouble of this magnitude. We need your help if we're going to track him down.
Damn. All right then, I'll do what I can to open up an investigation. I can't guarantee I'll be put on the case, conflict of interest and all, but I can sure keep tabs on things for you.
That's nice, but we need your help in a different kind of way.
Yes, Hayden is a senior researcher at Parallax, and I know he was working on some very high-profile projects for the company. It's quite likely that he was taken by somebody with enough money and influence to ensure anything official goes nowhere. You yourself have already cast doubt on your superior's judgment. Unfortunately, we share the sentiment. In fact, we know there is already some kind of currently ongoing investigation. We were stopped from entering Hayden's apartment by an NSFPD ROM. That's why we came to you. We were hoping you would be empathetic to our cause.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh? I'll see what's going on in the department. I don't know what I can do if someone inside actually is dirty, but I can pass information to you if I decide my superiors aren't taking things seriously. They wouldn't have left only one bot by the door if it was something important enough to squash. Hopefully it's unrelated. I'll get back to you on it soon. Just relax and we'll figure this out. Promise. No way, not gonna happen. If there's already an investigation, I'm not gonna let you just waltz in and tamper with evidence, cover up or not. At least give me a day to make sure they're doing the job right. Look, I'm taking this seriously, and so should you. If Hayden is in real danger, you bumbling after whoever took him is just gonna get you killed. I don't need that kind of crap on my conscience. There you come, all the way up until you don't. Just let it go. I lost too much playing fast and loose with this kind of situation back home. I have to handle this.
I wonder what happened back home. Surprised us asking about it isn't an option. Please, Lexi, I'll be careful. I'll look both ways before I cross the street.
No. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna do it that way.
Yeah, I get it,
I know you think I'm just being paranoid, but the city is tense right now.
I don't think you're being paranoid, I think you're being a cop.
Protests and everything going on, you might be poking around in a hornet's nest. Let me do my job. I don't want you to get hurt. Get a weapon of some kind and stay safe. I still care about you. You better. I don't have a stick up my ass about regs, but I'm not gonna send an untrained civilian into this alone, much less a friend. Now let's split up for a bit. I still gotta finish up this Froyo thing. I'll call you about the case later, alright?
Well, that didn't go how I'd hoped, but maybe it isn't a total loss. I have another idea on how to get us both inside the apartment.
This is the sister's ex-girlfriend. Another way into the apartment. I wonder if it's the fire escape.
I'll need to get my hands on Detective Rivers' police identification badge.
Oh, this, alright.
I can just detect its outline in the fabric of her jacket pocket. I'll need to be considerably closer to pull its near-field data. We can't risk being too obvious. I'm sure you can come up with some way for me to scan it. I have faith in you.
I've got an idea. I always have exactly one idea.
single time I dare put a bit of faith in you.
You Miss Brown Milk. You like my headphones?
I didn't think anyone actually bought this brand.
They sent me a free copy to review. I had to try the product. Touch? No. Okay, no, shall we just talk?
Toppings everywhere. The humanity of it.
I know who you are.
Eucalyptus globulus, the Tasmanian blue gum.
You know a lot about plants.
It's one of my favorite trees. The clean lines of the leaves and mottled patterns of the bark are interesting. Quite fun to paint, and it's a rather useful tree too. The oil in its leaves can be used as a medical antiseptic or analgesic, boiled into tea, or used as flavoring in foods. Even used as a fragrance for soaps. Many of the trees in this park are excellent specimens of the species.
I got so excited about that part.
It's one of the only topics I've permanently committed to my personal memory.
A special interest. I thought you painted abstract art.
Oh, I do. However, I originally started by painting landscapes. My interest in the arts began through Bob Ross's work, and he focused on landscapes. It wasn't until recently that I moved on to other forms of composition. Yes, have you heard of him?
I'm surprised he's still relevant in
During
2064.
my initial stages of mental growth, Hayden limited my media access to mostly only educational programs. I had almost a century of public access television to review, and I stumbled upon Mr. Ross's excellent show, The Joy of Painting. He used an easy-to-learn wet-on-wet oil painting technique, and I started to paint along with the episodes. I also find his philosophical views compelling. He often used anecdotal stories from his life to illustrate his opinions. I respect the man quite deeply. I've committed all 403 episodes of the series to my personal memory.
Turing's interest in Bob Ross is making this big smile.
Ah, yes. I don't actually store most information
who's
in my
Bob
local
Ross
memory.
is?
It's actually rather limited, and I have to be a bit choosy about what I keep. So most of the information I utilize, I just pull off the mesh net when needed. It's like relearning things over and over again. I'm sure you would find it tedious, but I enjoy making sure my reference tables are up to date in my spare clock cycles. I mostly store things locally if they are of some critical importance to me, like information pertaining to personal memories or knowledge that would be helpful if I found myself disconnected from the net.
To be fair, it's the year 2064. I think it's a bit understandable. That isn't like 100 years old. Personality. I have to keep talking about plants.
I keep things pertaining to my personal memory. It may seem insignificant, but with information about Eucalyptus globulus, I'd lack critical details about my painting history and the local area, both of which I find important to my emotional development. Sometimes it can be a bit difficult to know what's important and what isn't, but I fear losing parts of myself. So, Eucalyptus globulus stays. Of course I'm cute. The basic ROM form factor is designed to place us firmly outside of the uncanny valley. I can't imagine adoption rates for the technology would have been very high otherwise.
Damn, that's driving some truth bombs. We do live in a society.
Enough about the happy little trees. You'll have to excuse me for chattering on like that. We'll have plenty of time to discuss things once we found Hayden.
I like how when I'm talking to Rivers, I'm like, every minute is so important, this man could be dying. But then when it comes to talking to Tori, like, no, tell me about the little trees. Tell me about the happy little trees. Gonna find Hayden and he's gonna be a villain, watch. Oh my god, Turing's own dad, a villain? That would be interesting. Okay, so we did learn a lot about the trees, but I still don't know how to get the... We're supposed to be getting the card from,
The pretzel guy.
Turing said
Sales permit? Oh.
Shut up. So we wanted to get the card from Lexi, and then I need to think of a way to make that happen. You deactivate the pump, stopping the water flow. Do I create problems on purpose? Is that what I do? Turing, I'm adding an Nintendo online.
I-83. How may I help you?
No.
Some cool, refreshing water?
No, don't make Turing run off of Nintendo Online. That's so cool.
Sure thing. I'll refill that right away. Please wait. Oh, this is embarrassing. I seem to have run out of cool, refreshing water.
You sound so distressed about it.
Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay. Water levels. Not okay. I'll be right back.
This poor creature doesn't have to piss.
Perfect. That's all I needed. Let me keep that under my...
Hey! What the hell are you doing with my ID?
He did run off. Oh my god, though. He broke off of his little tube. I'm surprised that that was such a big deal. Has he really never run out of water before? That threw him into a full panic.
Oh, excuse me, Detective Rivers. I noticed it fell out of your pocket after that wayward ROM crashed into you, and I wanted to make sure it didn't get lost in the shuffle.
Huh. Thanks. What hit me? You said it was a ROM?
Yes, it seemed to be following faulty programming of some kind. Perhaps it was the same one that damaged this vendor's cart? It headed off in that direction.
Guess I should check it out. Not like I have any other leads on this jackpot of a case. Hey you, Froyo guy? Tag along with me in case I need you to identify the bot.
Who, me? But I've gotta attend my stand.
Cut the crap. It's not going anywhere, and the robot I posted will make sure nobody messes with the crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
And you two, don't think I don't know you're up to something. Keep your noses clean. I'll be in touch.
You don't know that we're up to something.
As I was saying, let me keep it under my hat for now. I am more than just a walking search engine, you know. Dramatics aside, we should return to Hayden's apartment.
Sure. I don't know if it's the right of her. My mind's just pouring out. Why would I have done this? Why would I leave it like this? I'm wasting water.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo SF Police Department as part of ongoing investigations. I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized.
This is Detective Lexi Rivers, badge number 881126. I will be entering the crime scene with my assistant to gather evidence. Please move out, but maintain the perimeter.
Of course, Detective Rivers. Good luck with your investigation.
So, are you impressed yet? Have I proven my usefulness?
You made your point, not bad at all. You don't need to prove anything to me. But good job. I'm going to encourage my little friend.
Thank you. At times, I feel my inexperience may be holding us back, but I will continue to do my best to assist you. I just wish Hayden had given me more practical training to deal with this kind of situation. Or even just being out and about in general.
It sucks being cooped up
It can be
for
a
an
bit
entire
overwhelming at
adolescence.
times.
How did that work with Lacey's voice? Can't the police boat see us?
Well, I'm not sure I'd call that seeing. The Neo SF Police Department uses a government rebuild of the old Robodyne 6300 Mark B. They're antiquated enough that I'm surprised they aren't in a museum. Their optics are a paltry 10 megapixels, and it was child's play for me to modulate my forward display into a tight beam of an image aimed directly into its lenses.
Oh my god, that's actually really impressive.
I also transmitted the credentials we got from Detective Rivers' badge earlier. I probably could have gotten away with just that, but better safe than sorry when impersonating an officer of the law.
Too true. I say that all the time.
Frankly, I'm rather embarrassed for the ROM. The poor thing is older than your computer. But enough of that. Let's get the data cache and return to Tomcat.
We really had to go out of our way to do that. Let's go into this random door. The dog starts barking. Is that just gonna happen? We should probably leave the neighbors alone.
What?
Well, this is different.
Oh no! No! Our apartment! My home! Who could have done this? Why?
So you basically tricked an old lady, during bragging about being able to trick a poor old blind lady. Those tags look like Human Revolution graffiti.
What does the Human Revolution want with Hayden? Why would they break our things? I don't know what to do.
I'm very suspect about this. Because this place looked fine earlier when Hayden got kidnapped.
This place, these items. They're all I have of Hayden. What if he's gone for good? What will I do if we can't find him? This was all I had left.
I think the first one sounds more reassuring, even though I do think the second one is also true.
You're right. I apologize for the emotional outburst. Well, let's look around and see if we can find the data cache in all this mess. We don't have time to waste on my histrionics.
A broken window, a turnip plant. That's sad. Where'd they tap the plant? Do these people have what do they care about? What are they fighting for if they're gonna tear up a plant? Humanity has changed rapidly in the last century. Hybridization of the human genome and cybernetic augmentation has, in the human revolution's viewpoint, diluted the purity and strength of the species. The desk has been ransacked and tagged with spray paint. The view is marred by graffiti and splintered glass. A round piece has been embedded in the high-res screen. Tech scum.
I think you're right about this being human revolution propaganda, but Hayden is an unlikely target. I know they don't like Parallax because they think advanced technology in general is bad, but they spend most of their time going after hybrids and cyborgs. I'll run some deep meshnet searches and see if anything turns up. I think the data cache is gone. We've searched everywhere, and it just isn't here. I hate to return to Tomcat empty-handed, but this leaves us twisting in the wind. Perhaps they can point us in a new direction. The data cache is no longer our main objective, but it would be nice to know where it is and why it was taken. I wonder what the human revolution would need the data cache for anyway.
Maybe they took it to delay Hayden's research. Maybe someone is framing the human revolution. Maybe they really are just vandals and stole it to sell. I'm leaning towards the middle option. This seems a little bit obvious and unnecessary.
That's a distinct possibility. I just don't have enough personal experience with the human revolution to give you an honest answer. The information on the meshnet is extremely conflicting and desperately polarized. Some of it paints them as neo-druid nature lovers, other parts as bigots stuck in the past. Perhaps we could... Hey! What's wrong? No!
This game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. It's a good reminder I have not saved once. We finished the first chapter. What the heck happened there? Where did my vision go all colorful?
Thank goodness you're finally awake. I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized. I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
Were you worried about me? Did it matter to you if I was okay or not?
I'm fine. Whoever ambushed us clearly wasn't interested in causing either of us serious harm. After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler. If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high.
Not everything is about you, Turing, but
leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
That kind of conflicts with that theory.
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
I doubt that they wouldn't recognize Turing. Maybe they want you to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research. This seems like the most thought-out answer.
A reasonable deduction. But if they don't yet have Hayden's research, we may still have time to rescue him before something really bad happens. No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke. Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again. Here are those headphones you reviewed.
Please give me my milk.
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's your spoiled milk.
Thank you. Milk me. Milk me, Turing.
Luckily, the hospital staff didn't find your carrying of a carton of spoiled milk around to be a cause for concern.
That was very nice of them. It's my business.
And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken.
No, my commemorative glass.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass.
Oh, I wonder if that'll come in handy. Maybe we should just throw the glass away.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself.
No.
Just let me know when you want to leave.
Always carry spoiled milk into hospital.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Okay, hold on. It is in fact time to save. Save game as... why would it not just save it as my in-game name? Let's make sure I enter in a different name. I don't know. Some game is candy. seems to be beeping like a hot monitor. That's the okay, that was especially laggy receiving. That's pretty weird. Oh, we got the little picture of where we currently are. Oh, we have 2 save slots. That's interesting. Alright, well. We got this mystery voice behind the curtains. I'm very excited to find out what it's about. I do think we might actually be taking a break for today. I would love to keep going. I really want to play more. We'll definitely be continuing this game next week. I can't wait to suss over the mysteries. I can't wait to spend more time with our new dear friend, Turing. But for now, we are gonna head off. We're gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for hanging out. It's a very fun game so far. I really enjoyed hanging out. It's a shame we don't still have our settle bitch, so we weren't able to leave the bar with the settle bitch. We're gonna be back tomorrow playing Earthbound, and then we're doing Mario Maker and VODs on Sunday. A little bit earlier on Sunday. Thank you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of others. Oh yes, that's Silent Boy. And you sent a message earlier that there's the character that you like even more than Butter, the Spring. There's this Butter the Spring just has so many wonderful character traits. I love Butter. I don't know how you could top that. Is this someone that'll show up in your Mario levels? I can't wait to find out more. Okay, let me just pop over here. We'll just sit in the clouds while we wrap up stream. You'll only see them twice. That's understandable. You gotta leave them wanting more. That's what I've heard. When you've struck gold, you don't wanna use your best piece too much. Or something like that, I don't know. I look forward to finding out more. We'll be playing those Mario levels on Sunday, as I said, so I'm very much looking forward to it. Alright, have a good night, y'all. Thanks for hanging out.